Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. This is Leslie. Thanks for joining me today, and I am sharing a little process with you, the next 2 pages in my summer book or my little summer album that I'm creating. And I'm about a month behind at this moment. The pages that I'm going to be sharing with you today is of my daughter's birthday on the 1st of August. So I am more than a month behind actually. With the last couple of weeks of the holiday and then of the summer holiday and then school starting and getting everything ready for school. And yeah, it was I've been a bit busy the last couple of weeks. I've also been a bit absent from YouTube, so I don't have so many videos out, new ones out at the moment. I better get cracking. So so as I said, this is a layout of my daughter's birthday, the actual day of her birthday. I will be doing obviously a separate layout of her birthday party, which was a mermaid party. You'll see there on the right hand side photo, she got a mermaid tail and a bikini. So she was very happy, and it's quite sweet. And so you'll also see I've got some tickets, some sort of fair tickets there on the top right hand corner, and those we got from spending the day of her birthday at sort of a arcade type place. We just went there for the afternoon and had some fun. So you'll see I've just using my Pink Fresh Simple and Sweet collection like I've been doing for the rest of the album. I've got some Freckled Fawn up there. I have some enamel dots, and I've been using some Felicity Jane as well. I don't think I'm using any Felicity Jane in this layout. No, I'm not. So you'll see that I'm just going to be putting down some of the chipboard elements that I really like. And that go well with this layout. I didn't want to do anything in black and white. I really liked all the colors in the photos, and because it's so easy with this collection to just use the regular colors in your photos. You don't have to make the photos black and white. This collection is so easy to work with. So I'm going to be fussy cutting some of the elements on that paper out, that pattern paper from the Simple and Sweet collection, and I'm only going to be using those little flowers that I cut out there. You'll see on the right hand side, on the left hand side, I'm going to be using sort of like an orangey and a yellow colored flower, and then on the right hand side 2 orange flowers, and then I'm also going to be using a flower from the ephemera pack on that side. And so there's not much really to this layout. I think it is quite self-explanatory and all of that. So I'll talk a little bit about the photos. So on the morning of a birthday, if we have a birthday in our house, the kids come to our bed and then they get their presents, and then it's a big family affair, and we take lots of photos, and we all sit on the big bed, and they open up their presents, and they've got to look at me, and they, while I take a photo of them, while they put up their hands and show with their fingers how old they are. So you'll see there in the big photo on the left hand side, Emma has 7 fingers up. So and then so there was lots of wrapping paper on the bed, and you'll see in the little photos below that big photo, Lucy is playing with the wrapping paper on the bed. And so it's usually very chilled. We are very chilled, and we allow the child, whose ever birthday it is, to sort of plan the day, and they can do anything they want in that day, obviously within limits. But yeah, I mean, one year my son Etienne wanted to go to the beach for the day, and we went to the beach. And then another year they wanted to go, one other son wanted to go to the park, and then we went to the park. And then so so they can also choose what they want to eat, and so on. And so you'll see here that I'm just going to be adding the paper to the chipboard. And you've seen me doing that a lot of times, so I did cut that out, and I've just punched the holes as well for the little hinges to go through, and I wanted the background papers for this layout to have like a blue tinge to it, or to be on the blue sort of spectrum, because there's lots of blues in the photos that I'm going to be using for both layouts. So I had some nice bluish pages in the 6x6 paper pad left, so I'm running out of the paper pad, so I better make a plan. So and then back to the photos. The photos on the right page is just Emma sitting with her mermaid suit, very happy and chuffed. And then the photos on the right hand side of that photo is just her enjoying the arcade, and then the bottom photos of Lucy falling asleep in her pram with a bottle in her mouth, and that was really sweet. So I just wanted to document that, and it's little moments like this that that I love documenting in albums like this. I love scrapping holidays and having an album dedicated to a certain event and so on, because I can hardly choose between photos. I really struggle. And if you've been watching my other photos, I put some, I made some videos showing you how I document events that have lots of photos where I can't choose between the photos. So I'll link that below. I usually choose one photo, and then one or two photos, and then I make 12 by 12 layouts with the photos, one on each page. So I have two layouts, 12 by 12, and then I use pocket pages, and I sort of scrap the photos in those pocket pages, the rest of the photos that didn't make the single layout 12 by 12, single photo layouts with the 12 by 12. So it's a great way to document, or otherwise you can document it like this. I have an app on my phone. It's called Lipix, and I basically just add the photos to the app, and it's got a lot of little editing options, and you can swap the photos around, and you can also round the edges of the photos, and I like my photos, my edges sharp, so I don't like them rounded. But there's lots of options, and you can print them out 3x4, 2x2, any size you want really. And then I just print it out on my selfie, and so all of my photos are basically printed out on my selfie. And then before I print them out on my selfie, I usually also edit in PicMonkey. So if you're interested in the apps that I use to print my photos, drop me a comment below, and if you're interested in a video of how and which apps I use to edit my photos and print my photos, please let me know, and I'll make I'll make a video for you on what I use to get the photos that I want, and the way that I want them. And I really like collage photos like this, because as I said, I really struggle to choose between photos, and then you can also see the process of what happened. You can have lots of photos in one printout, in one 3x4 shape or size. So I'm going to be sticking down all of my little elements there, and this is also quite self-explanatory. You're just going to see me sticking down everything, and you'll see that I used those little ticket stubs on the bottom right hand corner of the right hand page, just as a little reminder of what we did that day, and the fun that the kids had, and all of that. And I love the chipboard accents in this collection as well. That one that I'm sticking down now says, "Darling, you're beautiful." So I really love that. And I wanted to put down a very specific title, so I'm going to be using the big blue alphas from the collection as well. And on the right hand side page, I'm just going to write the word 7 because Emma turned 7, and then on the left hand side I'm going to be writing Emma is. So you'll see that I'm starting on the right hand side and I'm working my way back because I wanted to justify it to the right hand side of that little page. And I first wanted to write she is 7, but then I realized that I looked at all the letters and I realized, but I will be able to get the word Emma or the name Emma out with all the alphas that I have left. And these alphas, I've been using them a lot. I mean, if you've been watching this series, you'll see that I've stretched them quite a lot. And I'm going to be placing some of those beautiful enamel dots just in the centers of the flower so that your eye draws, you know, so that your eye is just drawn to those flowers. I felt that they got a bit lost in the layout, and this just, you know, gives them a bit of pop. I love those enamel dots. They're absolutely beautiful. So this is it for this layout. I think I'm just going to be drawing some black doodly lines around the edges of the layout. And that's it for this layout. If you want anything specific, like a series or anything, if you have any ideas or if you have any questions regarding scrapbooking or mini albums, please don't hesitate to ask me. Drop a comment in the comment section and I will get back to you. And yeah, that's about it for this layout. I don't have anything else to say. I feel a bit tongue-tied today, so but yes, if you like what you see, please like and subscribe, and I will see you again soon. Bye.